All right, guys, we are back for a quick Derby update. If you guys haven't seen the full video, make sure you guys go back and check that out. I'll link it in the end of this video. This should be a pretty quick video, but we are breaking down some of the scratches we've had. Ethan, why don't you break down the scratches and introduce this new horse?
Yeah, so 2 horses scratched since we recorded, I believe on Wednesday was when we recorded, video out Thursday. Rodriguez was one of the horses scratched, and oh gosh, I just said him. What was his name, Ben?
Grande.
Yeah. Yes. Grande and Rodriguez both scratched. 2 horses that I think, as the 3 of us were all kind of high on. Baeza is the horse coming in. We talked about him at the very beginning of our episode on Wednesday or on Thursday. We kind of like Baeza. I like Baeza a lot.
Yeah, I'm interested with this horse. Very interested with this horse. I was pretty high on him on the episode on that just came out yesterday. If you guys want to check that one out. But I kind of thought there was going to be a scratch because of something I read about some new testing, and then from what we heard of Rodriguez, which was Bafford's big horse, it's just a little hoof bruise, but he's now preparing fully for the Preakness, which is in a couple weeks here. So don't really know what happened to Pletcher's horse, Grande, but yeah, no Pletcher. Cox is down to just a 20-1. Citizen Bull is his only shot here. Baffert is. So yeah, it kind of makes me like Citizen Bull a little bit more at that one spot. He just lost Rodriguez, which was another pace setter. So he kind of, I think it's a little bit more interesting. But yes, this Baeza guy, very interested with him. And I'm not going to lie, I talked him up on Thursday's show. I did bet him. He is my risk-free $20 FanDuel bet. Baeza, 21-1. He's number 21. He's going to be in post 20, but technically post 21, 21-1 odds. It's my favorite number. It only makes sense that I hyped him up for him to do well in this race. I did look. I kind of think he's a stalker. I think, honestly, journalism is more of a closer compared to Baeza, who I think is, if we're going to go in the categories of race style, I think he might be more of a stalker / press the pace kind of horse. The biggest thing about Baeza is he actually took the lead in his last race against journalism, had the lead, and then journalism hawked him down. So that's a little scary. Since they're both kind of that same kind of closer horse. But Baeza loves playing from the outside. He's going to be the very, very outside post. So I think he'll do all right there. I'm just a little worried about getting hawked. I don't love seeing a horse get hawked it is the favorite, but I just don't love that. So maybe the second time's a charm at beating this horse. I believe in him. I know a lot of people believe in him. So I'm excited to see how he runs. And hopefully post 21 at 21-1 odds can get it done for us.
I think a lot of people think that the top 20 horses that make it are the top 20 best horses. And it's like, especially this year, that's just not true. It goes by how many points you have. And Baeza only had 37.5 points. So that's the only reason. He's actually like one of the fastest horses that's going to be racing here. So it's kind of a shock he didn't make it. But if you don't run a whole bunch of races, you're not going to have a whole bunch of points. So, and especially if you're losing to horses like journalism, you're going to lose a lot of points, but that's a quality loss though. But no, it's not college football. We're not talking about quality losses.
Right.
Also, look at this horse. Flavian Pratt's jumping on him. He's jumping off Neil Quias. He doesn't want to be tied to that garbage horse. But I had that Baeza still really young and like might lose focus still. That's kind of a concern about this horse. But kind of like Wyatt said, I really like this guy. And once again, at the end of Thursday's video, we gave our top 3 horses. So one was Rodriguez, one was Grande. They're both scratched. My third horse was Journalism. So if you want to for sure throw money on a horse that's going to lose, I think Journalism's the pick here. Throw all your money on him. All 3 of our horses were trash. So just stay away from my picks. Baeza, though, I like this guy. Ethan, what do you think to close this out, man?
Yeah, I just want to mention too that I know I talked about Rich Straight quite a few times in our episode, the 80-1 horse that won a few years back. He was also a horse that got in off the scratch. Yes. So it can be done. I also hear that Baeza is gonna projected to go off as the 3rd favorite in this race. So I don't know fully how the horse betting works. I know like FanDuel has the horse betting side and then the sports book. From what I've heard, if you bet on the horse betting side, the odds, you'll automatically get the closing value odds, not what you bet it at. but I heard if you're able to find it on the sports book, then it locks at the bet you got at. I don't know if you can find that anywhere. I've not really looked around, but probably some value on Baeza if you can find where you can lock in your price when you bet it right now. And then last thing I just wanted to mention, when we were going over all the horses, I think 30-1 was the biggest long shot. At least according to FanDuel, we do have some higher long shots now, like Flying Mohawks 33-1, 36-1 for East Avenue, Owen Almighty 40-1. It goes all the way up to 50-1 now, which is that Neoquius as your biggest long shot here. So finally getting some nice long shot value on some of these guys, but interested to see how Baeza does and how this race shakes out on Saturday.
Absolutely, man. The day before, the odds are already shifting. Baeza, I believe we were talking about before the show, was 54-1, something like that. And now he's moved all the way up to 12-1. So these odds are changing a lot. And like Ethan said, it's very important to know because people don't do a lot of horse betting. If you are, you do get closing line value. So you might think you have a great deal. You need to be checking like right before they race to really know what you're getting them at. But thank you guys for watching. We'll keep this a quick one. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.
You better start listening to the Better in Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? To Better in Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover old spot from the bottom to the top, eh? Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast, Better in Green.